Hey guys, we're down at the Connecticut shoreline for J&J Custom Builders job site. We're taking a look at a real traditional New England detail, flared cedar sidewall shingles. Now for this job, they're using these white cedar shingles that come from a mill in Maine. You notice how thick they are. These are 5/8 of an inch at the butt, whereas normal off-the-shelf shingles are about 3/8 of an inch. Now the downside to buying these from the mill in Maine is that Joe and John had to dip all of these. So they have a little mini operation going on in there, dipping them, wiping them down, and hanging them up to dry. But the end result is that you get finish on all sides, so it'll really last. And what they did here is they built out about 5 inches of framing at the bottom of the wall here, and they cut a little bevel into it. And that kicks out the bottom of the shingle just enough to give it a detail, but without it being too egregious. So 5 inches down here, you get another piece of framing in the middle here that supports the middle of the shingle, and that's crucial with these thick shingles. They're so thick that when you bend them, the nails in the center here will actually want to pull that piece of framing off the wall. So you really need that fastened well, make sure it's going not just into sheathing, but into the studs. You do this bottom course first, which they'll put on using a board down at the bottom to give you a nice straight edge. And then we have our traditional woven corner here on the outside, where they lap, so that there's always coverage from the course above. This side, this side, this side, so that water can't get back in here. And when we showed up on site, I was expecting to see a knife and a hand plane, or possibly a router with a bearing guided bit used to get these flared corners done. But Lewis actually just uses a circular saw, little handheld battery circular saw, holds the shingle up, traces it, and then he just zips it off. Now, the inside corners are also woven, so you get that nice weather-resistant detail here as well. Now, to make sure everything stays nice and straight, they're using a tip that we've seen in the past. It's just this ledger board that matches the exposure of the shingles, which is about, in this case, 6 inches. And there's a piece of flashing tacked onto the backside. And they cut this little slit in it, and that's so that you can tack in a siding nail. Then you can line up all your shingles so you can focus your attention on getting those stagger courses correct so that no two seams line up or are too close together. Once you got everything where you want it, fasten the shingles, and then you can take this temporary ledger board, bang it down, take it out, and reuse it for the next one. And what that does is it means you don't have to put any nails through here where you're gonna see the holes later. So overall, really slick operation. This is gonna look really nice when it's